Welcome, my name is Caroline Mogore. After Nzoia Governor George Natembea made disregarding statements to the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, the leadership of Ford Kenya Party, led by the Secretary General, who is the Tongaren Member of Parliament, John Chikati, came out condemning Natembea's remarks on Wetangula, saying that the Speaker of National Assembly must be respected regardless of the political differences between the Kenya Party and Ford Kenya Party. The Lawmaker was speaking during the conference that brought together the Women of Ford Kenya Association in Nairobi. Our reporter Felix Wanjala now kicks off our bulletin with that story.
Lakini nikuja hapa Western hapa. Sisi tupea kifua, mimi ni namba 3, mimi ni namba ngapi kwa serikali? Very useless things. Sisi tulikuwa na namba 2, Omalo alikuwa namba 2, Mudi Awori alikuwa namba 2, nani mwingine alikuwa namba 2? Mudavadi mwenyewe alikuwa namba 2. Sasa kwa ujinga yetu tunashangilia tuko namba 3.
This was the statement from Nzoia Governor George Natembea dismissing the leadership of Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi and the Speaker of the National Assembly Moses Wetangula, where he attributed the problems in Western Kenya to the two leaders questioning their contribution in 30 years of political life.
Na sisi jamii yetu tusema kwamba mambo ya kuworship watu tulitoka huko. Ati mtu akipita hapa sisi wote tunatetemeka hivi.
Nzoia boss encouraged those who still collaborate with Mudavadi and Wetangula continue to follow them, but he went on insisting on his right to refrain from praising leaders who did not help him to achieve in life.
Sisi tulikuwa na namba 2, Omalo alikuwa namba 2, Mudi Awori alikuwa namba 2, nani mwingine alikuwa namba 2? Mudavadi mwenyewe alikuwa namba 2. Sasa kwa ujinga yetu tunashangilia tuko namba 3.
Natembea went on dismissing the kingship notion from Western Kenya region, asking residents not to clap for leaders who are always working for their personal interests.
So mkianza kujipatia matitles ya kuogopesha sisi, ya kutisha sisi, hizo Nzoia yuko afisa hakuna.
The remarks by Nzoia Governor anchored for the Kenya party leaders who defended the Speaker of the National Assembly Moses Wetangula. They were led by for the Kenya Party Secretary John Chikati, Member of Parliament for Tongaren constituency, who accused Natembea, asking him to respect Wetangula regardless of their political differences.
I want to send a clear warning to Mheshimiwa Natembea. You are not at the same level with Wetangula. Correct. There is no day or minute or whatever time Wetangula has talked about you. Correct. And we are very concerned as leaders of Ford Kenya that you go on with your activities as the governor of Nzoia. But what we need to do and to hear is that you should leave Wetangula out of your discussions. Yes. He is not your level. And I have told you before, you are not in Ford Kenya, you are in a small party called DAP.
Ford Kenya leaders were speaking during the meeting with Nairobi Women Association in the party. The women were asked to start strengthening the party for future politics. Ford Kenya has also supported the affordable housing program, which has been already passed by the National Assembly and ready to be discussed in the Senate.
And we are planning to move in each and every part of this country. Oh, yes. And these women, we are committed. We've started in Nairobi, and we are going to move in other counties. We are going to Kirinyaga, we are going to Embu, and everywhere. And this time round, we are unstoppable.
The position of Ford Kenya is to support the National Housing Program for the simple reasons. The National Housing Program has a component touching on institutional housing. In Tongaren, where we come from, and in many areas where Ford Kenya comes from, or areas that are represented by Ford Kenya.
Chikati went on supporting opposition leader Raila Odinga for the bid to be the African Union Chair, AU.
Yes. Any Kenyan who is given a position to represent Kenya outside Kenya is the face of Kenya outside Kenya. Correct. So when it comes to that position of rallying behind Raila Odinga for the AU position to represent Kenya as its face, at the African scene, we stand for it 100%. So we put politics aside and say this is a Kenyan. He's going to present our country as the head of AU. And everyone must rally behind it, irrespective of which part you come from.